Randy Altman. We're here at SMPTE Day 2. I'm here with Barbara Lange, the Executive Director of SMPTE and the HPA. And we've decided that it's happy hour.
It is happy hour.
And we're going to find this bartender and thank him
That's
later.
That's right. That's a great pour.
Look at that.
Tastes good.
Yeah, he's our best friend.
Yes, he is our best friend.
So let's dig in a little bit. Now, you guys recently finished your strategic plan. So can you talk a little bit about the process that led up to it, where you are now, and how you sort of want to implement it going forward?
Yeah, it's very exciting for us. The board met on Sunday and approved this plan. It's been literally 2 years in the making if you count when we started saying that we really need to get assertive and aggressive with having a real plan. What's often the case with organizations that you meet once a year and you say you're going to do all these wonderful strategic things, but it's very hard to implement. And so 2 years ago we kicked that off, and each time the board met we got a little closer. And this year we brought somebody in the summertime to help guide us, and we've delivered a plan that starts now, really. And it includes a significant amount of investment in some very specific strategic projects that I think will help us really amplify our ability to do more of what we do in our 3 core pillars of standards, education, and membership. So it's a 3-year plan. It will roll. If it's done as we hope, it's going to roll every year forward, and we have very specific objectives over the course of the 3 years, and then even more specific objectives for 2019 and the things that we wish to accomplish. So I think if we do it right, we'll be a much different organization next year when you meet me.
Okay, great. And maybe at the HPA Tech Retreat there might be a little glimpse at what's to come?
Yeah, I think by the time we get to the Tech Retreat, which is the first time that the SMPTE board meets, they always co-locate at the Tech Retreat, we will be able to talk to more of the specifics of the plans for 2019 and the specific initiatives that we have for 2019. So yes, you will see things happening even as soon as February.
You also mentioned education, so can you talk a little bit about some of your educational initiatives? I know that you've got something going on with RIT.
We're really excited about working with RIT, the Rochester Institute of Technology, who have an amazing program up there and graduate some of the top minds in our field who go on to do wonderful things all around the industry. And in our travels over the last few years, it became really well known that there's a gap in what these graduates, not just from RIT by the way, but from any graduate, what they, often software engineering types who go into an environment, let's say Netflix or others, where there's video and they don't understand even the fundamentals about what video is. And so we're working with RIT to develop a technology essentials program where we can really teach about some of these essentials, and then they're better ready to take on their career. And we're hopeful that this is going to be a virtual course as well as a series of 1-hour webcasts. And we think that's an important thing that SMPTE needs to be doing to help our universities and our corporations educate the skill sets of all the people working in the field.
Well, you guys have been really good about diversifying the people that come to the conferences, the people that are members of SMPTE. Can you talk a little bit about that? Yesterday was the Women in Technology lunch, which was amazing. What else are you doing across the board in terms of diversity?
Yes, that's a very good point, and it's a thing that I think we should, as an industry, be much better about, and of course at SMPTE even more so. Our board, just to give an example, this year had 1 woman out of 27 people. So actually next year's board will have 4 women, so we're getting better in 1 year. That's due to an election. So the more women we put up for election, the more opportunity there are to have women on the board. So that's a very important thing. And what the board talked about this past Sunday is to launch an initiative where we not just talk about these issues, but actually put some things into action. And it sounds daunting, but it's actually not that hard. If you say the program committee, for example, for an event like this one, well, let's make a conscious effort that we have a woman co-chair or a man of color, a good balance of diversity on the program committee, and make that commitment, say that out loud, and then make it happen. Because there are people out there that are willing to serve if they're just asked. And so that's, we're going to put a task force together to report back at the February board meeting about some concrete steps that we can take to make a difference in terms of diversity. So I'm hopeful that we'll be able to, again, talk about a much different landscape next year.
It's a process, but you guys are making your way. And in terms of young professionals, you're also encouraging young filmmakers, and that'll, I think, add to the diversity as well. Can you talk about the program a little bit?
Sure. This is a project that's actually part of the HPA, but we partner with them in that the HPA has launched 3 years ago the Young Entertainment Professionals Program, YEP we call it. And it's a program where they are fostering and mentoring the next generation of creative technologists. And there's a class of 22 young professionals coming here tomorrow. Tomorrow's their YEP day. They get a whole day of mentoring, of networking, of conference access to our exhibit hall, and it's a full day of just really deep dive into what the possibilities are in this industry. And these are young people between the age of 21 to 34. They are men, women, mostly from the LA area, but they all have this commitment to being in this industry, and they want to learn and meet other people. And they're just a terrific, ambitious group. When I look at their resumes, I think, my goodness, I wish I had been that accomplished by now, and they're quite a bit younger than I am. So that is a wonderful program, and we are working together with the HPA and having that come to realization.
Is there anything else that we missed? You guys have a lot going on.
Well, I think the business plan is their strategic plan is our biggest initiative, and it wraps a lot of stuff in terms of working on our core values and our core areas of business in terms of standards, membership, and education. So that will take a lot, that will embrace everything we do and take a lot of our energy to make it come to fruition. But we're very excited about it. The board is super excited about it, and the staff, the team that has to make it go is also very excited about it.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for having the largest glass of wine in the world.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Randy. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate it too.
Cheers.
Cheers.